Yo, 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 what's up, purple people and music lovers?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? My name is P. Ross, and this is my homie,
Micah, aka CMS.
and we are the Purple Underground. You know? And we got another bootleg review for y'all. That's right.
Exclusive.
We ain't scared. We're not scared.
So, and with that being said, let's let them know.
You know,
We're not here to promote,
distribute,
sell
nor give away.
any bootlegs.
We're just merely discussing them.
Yes, sir.
That's for the MPG police. Alright, now.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the MPG.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Shout out to them out.
You know what I'm saying? You know.
They're doing their job.
They doing what they gotta do, you know what I'm saying? You know.
Yeah.
Taking down videos, you know what I'm saying? Copyright and everything. DRM and everything. But you know what? That's another video. But today we have a very special review for y'all. Very special.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? You want to enlighten the people?
Oh yeah, and since this is a princely weekend because it's his birthday, so happy 55th to his royal badness.
Kick it, cuz.
Yes, sir. But we're here to talk about a show that was 26 years ago, from Prince and the Revolution's Hit and Run / Parade Tour, Detroit, Michigan, at the Cobo Arena.
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. The 86th birthday show.
Yes.
Yeah. You know. Yes, sir. Yeah. You know.
All right.
What a great show this was, man. This show, I watched it all week. You know what I'm saying? Checked it out. And I can name specific highlights as far as the video.
Right.
But I think the audio is where the real highlights are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we can enlighten the people on that too.
Yeah, this show was actually professionally shot by Prince's people.
Yeah.
But it was aired overseas in Japan and Europe.
Yes.
So there really was no official release, which is kind of sad.
Right.
But the one that they aired on TV is not the complete show. But there is a complete show that is out on audio.
CD circulating right now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
So it's actually it's hot.
Audience recording.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Not the greatest, but not the worst.
Right.
You know, so check it out.
Yes, sir.
Get a chance. You know?
But this is definitely one of his greatest shows ever.
Yes, it is.
He's had many, but
Many.
this is definitely one of them.
You know, so what's some of the highlights for you from the show, brother?
Some of the highlights for me on this show was number one, Head. Yeah.
You know, and since we're talking about Head, I don't know if y'all saw the Dirty Man video, but we would like to know here in the Purple Underground if you enjoy giving and getting head. You know what I'm saying? You know, y'all can express yourself. You know, ladies, do y'all thing.
All right. Well, since you touched on that, let me go to another highlight, if you will.
Okay.
Soft and Wet.
Yes, sir. Which he hadn't performed since the infamous Rick James tour.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
and to get it to pop up on this show is definitely a treat.
And the Revolution, the band, they were so tight. I mean, it's almost as funky as the album version.
Oh yeah,
You know,
right.
it was just
Yeah,
it was great to actually hear that.
right.
You know.
Yes, sir.
So Prince, if you're out there, man, can you please just throw that Soft and Wet back into your set list?
Yeah, Soft and Wet need to be back in the set
You
list.
know, just one day.
And maybe I'm Yours. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And another one I want to see, like far as full band arrangement, is I Want to Be a Lover.
Yes.
You know, which is one of my personal favorites.
Yes.
So that was another highlight. Mutiny.
Oh God.
Mutiny.
Love, I love Mutiny so much. Every time, especially like the controversy Mutiny concoction. You know what I'm saying? Mutiny is just such an outstanding song.
Right.
So love it.
Yeah. What's another highlight? Another Lover Holding Your Head.
Definitely, which was the actual only video footage which we got over here in the States.
Yeah.
From this tour. While Europe and Japan got the whole thing. Well, at least part of the whole thing.
Right. Also, let me add this too on the actual audio version, which is the complete show.
Yes.
You do get special moments like a performance with Prince and Andre Simone.
Yes.
And the classic funk number,
Dance
number,
Electric.
The Dance Electric.
Yes.
So that was kind of a special
treat. Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
And also he does do Purple Rain.
Right.
And Girls and Boys.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that though, man, the show itself, I mean, Prince was in a great mood. He was happy, laughing, teasing the crowd. Right. His showmanship was just phenomenal.
Off the charts.
Phenomenal.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
Off the charts. I think he showed great maturity, great showmanship, and showed he was a great band director.
Yes,
he didn't play too many instruments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He controlled his band,
Very much. And you've seen that very much during the actual show. Like in Life Can Be So Nice.
Yes, sir.
The way they kind of slowed the song down towards the end of it.
Right.
Just Prince, like you said, he had his band on cue.
Well-oiled machine, man.
Yeah, well-oiled machine. So, yeah, definitely. So what were some of your highlights, man?
Soft and Wet, Dance Electric, of course. I really enjoy Christopher Tracy's Parade.
Oh, okay.
I love that track anyway.
Yeah.
Life Can Be So Nice. Definitely love Kiss. Kiss was hot. But more than all of that, I love the yellow suit.
Oh man.
Thought the yellow suit was on point.
Yes.
I remember when I first saw that Another Level Hole in Your Head video when he had that suit on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he was sitting at the edge of the stage talking to the crowd, man, just thinking like, damn, that suit hot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But you know what? A lot of the suits that he wore during that tour were hot, but that was one of my favorite.
Right, yeah, they were all the same cut, but like different colors. You know what I'm saying? I think the yellow may have been my favorite.
Yeah, I think that was probably mine too.
But if you had to rate this phenomenal show in your own words, you called it phenomenal, brother.
No doubt.
What would you rate it out of 5?
I would have to rate this phenomenal show out of 5. 5 out of 5.
Ooh. Really?
Yes, sir.
Well, we here in the Purple Underground totally agree with that assessment. This show gets 5 out of 5.
Yes.
Great show. If you could get it, cop it, look at it, you know what I'm saying? Check it out, Other than that, it's the bomb, son. Alright?
No doubt.
So we are about to sign out. I would like to send shout out, to all our subscribers. People who watch our videos. Hope y'all enjoy what we do. And it's all love, you know what I'm saying? So,
yes, sir.
My name is Pete Ross.
And my name is Micah.
And we are
the Purple
Underground.
Yes. And also, if you haven't gotten it, you
get
need to get this.
ASAP.